Alright, how's it going this morning? This is Adam with the Otaku Hangout. Today I want to take a look over the new cards spoiled for the Draft Box 4. I haven't looked over anything yet, so we'll look over it together. First card we've got is Son Goku Striking True. 2-drop 10k. Auto choose 2 skillless battle cards in your drop area and send them to Warp. When you play this card, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. Uh, it's another childhood for the skillless deck, which seems okay. Compare it can pair well with Aider, the the one that lets you pop things when a childhood uh, was moved off the field. I also like the fact that it warps battle cards to kill something. That way you can keep your graveyard for everything that you need in that deck. Trunks Dimension Sniper, 3-drop 15,000. Overround 3. When you play this card using Overround, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and energy costs 3 or less and send it to the owner's warp. Uh, it's okay. Overround 3 is real easy to get, and you're warping something so they can't use it in their grave for anything. Can't get it back for any reason. It's okay. It's not the best card, but it's not a bad card either. Overrun 3 is so easy to do that I think it'll see play. Dende Cry of the Soul, 1-drop 4,000. Auto, when you play this card, choose one, draw a card. Choose up to one of your skills battle cards and energy cost them 1. It gets 10,000 power for duration of turn. There's so many 1-drops in the game that draw a card. I'm just not really sure how I feel about that. And then choose one of your skills battle cards and it gets 10,000 power for duration of turn. That sounds good, but it's costing you 1 to play it. So I guess you pay 1, buff something by 10, then combo with him to make it technically 15. I don't know. I don't know there's room for it. But I kind of like it, but I kind of don't at the same time. Because you got the Super Rare Goku that you run in the 1-drop slot for colorless already. Or, sorry for the skillless deck, not colorless. I don't know. I don't know. It's okay. Not my favorite. Mira Assault from the Skies. 7-drop, 30k. Double strike over round 7 and 1. When you play this card, draw a card, then at the start of your opponent's next main phase, choose one of your energy and switch it to active. So he lets you tap out to play him, and 30k double strike is pretty good. I like this card. It's not bad. It's going to let you put in the pressure, possibly go for game, and then not have to worry on the back end. You'll have an energy up, to do a negate or something on your opponent's turn, make plays. I like Mira. That's not bad. 30k double strike for 1. And you're going to get that 1 back at the start of your opponent's main phase. That's my favorite card so far. Fu mission accomplished. 2-drop 10k. Activate main for 2. Move this card in your drop area from the game. Choose one. Choose up to 1 black battle card in your drop area or warp with an energy cost 7 or less and add it to your hand. Wait. That's interesting. So that's letting you get your people back out of warp or in your drop. Okay, I like this. I think this could be an interesting card for decks that are bursting and playing a lot of, you know, overrealm. This is gonna let you get back your big boys things you might want to reuse. You can also get back the mirror with it. So that's real. I think that's really good. It does cost you 4 to do it in one turn, but again, turn 5 you could pay 4, get back this mirror. If you got enough stuff in your discard, just pay the 1, throw them back out. I like this card. I like cards of utility like that. Remote Serious Bomb. Activate main. Your opponent chooses one of their battle cards and sends to its owner's warp. Okay, if I can remember rulings correctly, because your opponent chooses, this gets around barrier. So I do like this a lot. That's only if I'm remembering that ruling correctly. Because barrier only protects you when your opponent chooses. So by the fact you're forcing your opponent to choose, this can hit a barrier card. That's pretty good. And that can go into everything. Because it is just one black, no specified color. I like that a lot. I'm sorry about the dogs in the background. Burning Slash. One cost, counterattack, negate the attack. Permanent, this card's skill can't be negated in any area. So it's a negate that can't be negated. I don't know why we need that, but interesting. I mean, Bad Ring Laser's gone. There's so few ways to mess with negates. This almost makes me hope that they're putting something back in to mess with negates. Oh, we move on to the colorless cards. So we got red, green, 4-drop Chompabirus, Capricious Gods, Rival red, green for 1 red. Of course, it's got energy exhaust. Uh, so it's 4 for 20k. When you play this card, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with 20,000 power or less and KO it. Then choose up to one of your other battle cards with energy cost 6 or less, and it gains double strike for duration of turn. So you KO something with 20,000 power or less. That's really good. I prefer cards that KO for power level instead of turn. I just think they're just more generically good in my opinion. And then it buffs something with double strike. I like this. So this can be kind of a sneak. You go in for an attack, you combo a red and green card, pay 1, and you give something double strike and KO something. You don't get the 10k out of it like you would with set 1 Champa to give 10k and double strike. But I like how this can be kind of snuck in there. And then because you're doing it offensively, you are going to have another 20k attacker coming. I really like that. For 1 red, being able to KO something and give something double strike, I think that card's really strong. And I'm a big fan of the arrival mechanic. I personally don't use it much in the game right now, but I think arrival's really strong. It'll only get stronger the more cards we get. Blue Yellow, Son Goku and Vegeta, same bonds. 4-drop 20k. Arrival Blue Yellow for Blue Yellow. Energy Exhaust, of course. And auto, when you play this card, draw 1 card, then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and negate its skills for duration of turn. I mean, again, it's nice because you can negate something's skills, but in this case, I do think this is a little heavy-handed. You have to combo with a blue yellow and then pay blue yellow. So you're doing this defensively. This is going to cost you 2, and you've already comboed 2 cards in your hand, so this is a 3rd card lost from your hand. You're getting a 20k body on field. You're drawing 1 card off of it, so technically -2. The negate skills is nice. I mean, I can't say negating skills isn't nice, but you're not negating something or anything like that. I guess this would be good against like triple strike or double strike triple attackers. You know, that way you take away their ability to get 3 attacks in at 2 prizes each. Um, but the cost is just really heavy. I could I can see it getting play, but I don't know. 3 cards out of your hand plus 2 energy. That's a lot. That's a lot. Red yellow, King Vegeta and Vegeta Royal Bloodline. So our first red yellow card, 4 drop 20k. Arrival red yellow for yellow, energy exhaust. And when you play this card, draw a card, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode when the energy costs 3 or less and KO it. It's okay. It's okay. Again, this is done defensively, so you're losing 3 cards initially, plus you get to draw 1, so 2 cards in the end. And it's a choose, so it can't hit barrier, and it can only hit things in rest mode that are 3 drop or less. I don't know, that's not my favorite card, just because they have to be in rest mode, and they have to be 3 drop or less. Uh, Again, it's okay. It's not my favorite. It's not my favorite. Son Goku and Son Gohan, Saiyans of Earth, 5 drop, 25k. Rival blue green, 4 blue green, energy exhaust, and auto. When you play this card, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards as the energy cost 5 or less, place it in its owner's energy and rest mode. Then your opponent chooses 1 card in their hand and places it in their drop area. Huh. So this card has offensive and defensive potential. Offensively, you know, you swing with something, you combo blue green, you pay blue green, put him in, um, kill something on your opponent's side of the field, 5 cost or less, and place it in their energy and rest mode. That's not the best because they will get it back on their turn if you're playing it offensively. But then they choose a card from their hand and place it in their drop. So you're getting a threat off the field and a card out of hand. I really like the fact that it does both. And then because you are playing it offensively, you are then getting a 25k body that you can swing with. And your opponent hopefully has lost a card from hand unless you took life. Um, you can put in work that way. And then defensively, again, you're denying them somebody they can swing with and a card they can combo with on their turn. So that seems really good to me. Again, 2 energy on your opponent's turn, depending upon the deck you're playing, is just really heavy for a defensive play that's not, you know, straight negating something, but at least it's killing something. And a lot of things don't have barrier high up. Some do. So I don't know. I like this a lot better than the other 2 cost arrival cards for sure. Okay, I like this card. Red, Blue, Hercule, and Majin Buu, friends forever. I just like the art. I'll always be a fan of Fat Buu. Rival Red, Blue for blue, energy exhaust, and auto. When you play this card, draw a card. Then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and it gets minus 10,000 power for the duration of turn. Then at the end of the turn, choose up to one of your red or blue battle cards other than this card and return it to its owner's hand. So you play it, you draw a card, you minus something your opponent's got by 10, and then you bounce a card from your side of the field. 3 drop 19. I mean, it's interesting. So offensively, again, combo red blue, pay blue. You're not. I mean, you lost this card or card, two cards, but you're getting another card. You're minusing something by 10. That can be a possible KO, especially being in red. And then bouncing something back to your hand, maybe you want to play again, maybe you don't. I mean, the fact that it bounces something is very interesting. And then defensively, you can just use it as a minus 10, possibly KO something. Huh. Yeah, you can buy it with things like, is that all you've got? To KO something of higher value. I don't know. It's okay. I think red is getting a whole lot of this negative power stuff that's making it really strong. So this is just another card for that, and this is on the arrival timing. I don't know. It's not too bad. It also gives, I guess, if you're playing a red-blue deck, you can spin your red to do negative power. Now you can spin your blue to do negative power. I like, I like that. It's okay. Krillin and Android 18 power coupled. It's green yellow for a rival green yellow green. It's 4 drop 20k. Energy exhaust auto. When you play this card, choose one. Your opponent chooses one card in their hand, place in their drop. Choose a keyword skill on one of your opponent's battle cards and rest and negate it for the duration of turn. Okay, maybe I'm just completely off here, but I don't understand the need for this part. Choose a keyword skill on one of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode and negate it for the duration of turn. They changed the untap timing for cards with multiple attacks, didn't they? To where it doesn't untap immediately, it untaps at the end of that battle. That's the only way I can see that being useful if I'm thinking about that correctly. Otherwise, I just don't see a reason for it. Um, I'm always going to love this first ability because, again, just the offensive play. You combo, you put it into play, it's a 20k body, and it forces a card out of your opponent's hand. Um, you get a threat on board, your opponent loses a card out of hand. I love hand control. Um, I know Tao's a thing, but he can be dealt with himself. I like it. And it's Earthling, Android, and U7. So we can go into a lot of different decks. Yeah, I like this card. I like this card pretty good. Well, is that it? I'm missing other special traits. Earthling, Majin, Goku Gohan Youth. I don't know. Cards are pretty interesting today. Um, they keep giving Skillless a lot of support, which is surprising to me considering how Skillless is still pretty good. Um, I don't know how I feel about the draft box yet. When the red previews came out, I was pretty on board for it. I think the colors since then have been a whole lot more lackluster. Um, Today has been one of my more favorite previews, just because I think we gained some universal goodness. This mirror is just really good. Um, a one cost 30k double striker that you get an energy back on. Now that's just really good. Then if I'm remembering the ruling correctly, and this actually gets rid of barrier cards, every deck will be running it. trying to figure out why there's a negate that can't be negated. And then a couple of the arrival cards that can do pretty good. Alright, guys. I appreciate it. Like, share, and subscribe. We'll try to come back with more content. Have a good one.